Welcome back to Kali Tutors tutorial sessions. In this tutorial session, we'll be doing assignment number 7 for the module EUP, and we'll be focusing on step number 6 and step number 7. Okay, so if you're new to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to get access to the latest videos the moment that we upload them. Otherwise, let's stop wasting time and go straight to the instructions. Okay. So step number 6 says using absolute cell references as necessary so that you can copy the formula in cell F4, construct a formula to calculate the percentage of total sales for the first product, copy the formula down for the remaining products. Okay, so let's go straight to our working document and implement these instructions. Okay, so they told us that we need to go to F4. Okay, so this is cell F4, as you can see here. We need to calculate the percentages. Okay, so to be precise, it says that we need to use using absolute cell references as necessary so that you can copy the formula in cell F4, construct a formula to calculate the percentage of total sales for the first product. Okay, to determine the percentage, this is the total, remember. So to get the percentage, you're gonna take the total sales for that particular product divide by the totals for all the products. Okay, so what you basically do is you click on equal sign and then click on the product, on the total, for the first product, and then divide that. Remember, when you're using a computer, the division sign is basically your forward slash. Okay, click on the forward slash and then click on the totals for all the products. Okay, click on that one. After doing so, you need to, there are two ways to do this. My computer has an F4, right? What we mean, why do we have to use F4? We need to make sure that this one here, it's constant throughout, even when we are copying the formula. If you do not make it constant, it will when you are moving, you're copying the formula down like this, it will actually move. This cell will move. It will highlight this cell for the second product and then highlight this one for the third product, and so on. So let me show you what will happen if we do not use absolute cell referencing. Okay, after doing this, I'm going to click OK. Okay, now I'm trying to copy the formula across, right? So to copy the formula, you need to hover on this square thingy and then drag it down. Okay, you see, or when you do that, it tells you that there is a division by 0. Why does it do this? It's because instead of using this one as the denominator, it's now using this one as the denominator. You need to tell the computer that no, do not change this one. You can only change the values for this one when I'm copying the formula down the rows. Okay, so let me show you. When I double click here, you see it has highlighted this one. We do not want that to happen. We want it to always reference this one. So absolute cell referencing means it actually tells the computer that no, do not change that particular value. You can only change the ones that we do not use absolute cell references. Okay, so let's go back. Let's delete this thing. I'm gonna click on delete. You don't have to do that. And then we go back here. If you double click on this one, it will give you the formula. Okay, so what you need to do is to press the you need to press F4 on your computer. So some computers some computers you can just press F4 without pressing the FN. Okay, so for example, I'm using an external keyboard. I just click F4 and then you see what it does. It puts dollar signs on the opposite sides of E. So before E and after E, it now has dollar signs. If you find it difficult to actually use the FN option, you can type these $2 manually. Okay, if you type these $2, it's actually, you're actually using absolute cell referencing. Okay, so you can type them manually, but be careful, you have to type these $signs before the E and after the E, not after the number itself. Okay, so after doing that, okay, you click enter, and then if now I copy the formula across the the other rows, you see nothing has a division by 0, and if you double click on any of this, you see it uses this number as its denominator. That's because of the absolute cell referencing. Okay, so there are two ways to do that. Some computers, you just click on F4 without pressing on anything. Other computers, you need to press and hold the FN button. Normally the FN button is next to your control, which is at like often in your bottom right of the keyboard. If you're using a laptop, bottom right of the keyboard. So no, I mean bottom left. Sorry, bottom left of your keyboard. You'll find control, then FN. Okay, different makers have placed FN in different positions, but you will have to try. Otherwise, just type them manually. Okay. After doing this, we're basically done with instruction number 6. Okay. So we're going to instruction number 7. Instruction number 7 tells us that we need to do what? Let's go back to the slides. It says to the computed percentages, apply the percent style with 2 decimal places and then center the percentages. Okay, so to do that, to apply the percent style, okay, remember they said on these guys, so you need to highlight them. Like you need to do that like you did with the range. You click on the first one, hold, and then move the mouse all the way to the bottom. Okay, then it will highlight them. Then after that, you release the mouse, and then you can move it anywhere. Okay, so I've highlighted this. Now I need to change to the percent style. You can click here, click on this thing here. If you click here, you'll see there is percent, but don't do that unless your system is set up like mine. Mine can work. I can just click here and then it will be fine. But yours, I don't know how it's the default settings. Okay, so instead you need to click here. Click here. After clicking this thing, okay, you double click on that and then you go to percentages. Then you see you've got an option now to decide how many decimal places you want to use. Okay, mine was already set up to 2, so you need to make sure that yours here has 2 as well. Okay, after doing that, you click OK. Then you'll see the numbers have become percentages now, and they have 2 decimal places. Okay, so after that, they told us that we need to center this. Click on center. This is where you center stuff. Okay, click on center, and then you'll see it will move to the center. Then you're done with step number 6 and step number 7. I hope this tutorial session was informative. Sorry if it took longer than expected. Please watch the next video to see how step number 8 is done. Thank you for watching.